We're going to be talking about very interesting things today. A lot of information, a lot of science.
Okay, I'm coming closer for Facebook Live to go live. 1 second.
Almost there, 2 more minutes, and we are starting.
Okay, now 1, 2, and 3.
And we are live on Facebook, are we?
Yes.
Okay, great. Welcome everybody. As promised, I am here today at Ascension platforms, and I'm going to be doing a special demonstration presentation about Kangen water for you. So my name is Anna Maria Victoria. I am a co-founder and the owner of High Happiness. I'm a yoga teacher and I am a healthy lifestyle consultant working with Kangen water and supporting Ascension platforms in the same matter. So you probably have seen us already for a couple of weeks, bringing you more information and more empowerment talks about super water. And today I am going to show you a live demonstration with real examples, of different kinds of waters that we can find on the market. And we're gonna have different experiments so you can compare and see what is really behind this simple fact as water. So let's start. Can we start?
Yes, we can start. I'm also watching here on behind the camera, guys. I'm enjoying the presentation with you. I'm so excited to watch the demonstration and the testing.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you. So starting from the very beginning, Kangen water is a product of Enagic company. Enagic is a Japanese company of 45 years, and there is a beautiful science. Why did they create Kangen water in the first place? So let's start from the beginning. Can you see me well from here? Starting with the term of miracle water. Have you ever heard of this term? Many people travel to different places in the world to collect the water, to drink the water, to pray and to receive healing, right? There are places like, for example, France, Lourdes, Tlacote in Mexico, and Wonder Water in Germany. The closest one from our location here in the Middle East is Zamzam water in Mecca. So yes, definitely, there is a blessing on the land and people go there, they have a pilgrimage, they drink the water from these miracle waters and they do get healing. Some of them, they even, you see them over here, they even come and they get big containers of water to collect and take with them to their homes. But how much water can you take, right? And also, this water will get expired, it's not fresh anymore. That's why in 1950s, there was a research that was conducted by Japanese researchers to find out more about these miracle healing waters. And during that time, the Japanese scientists were traveling all over the world to all these places to check and research what is really happening in these waters. Why are they so miraculous? Hence, they conducted the research and they found out that one common denominator for all these waters was active hydrogen. And if you had been watching us for a while, you would know already that we were talking about active hydrogen a lot, because active hydrogen is the one that actually makes Kangen water so special. So active hydrogen can be created in our machine of Kangen water, like you can see it over here, through the process of electricity, electrolysis, and ionization. So when the researchers went to all these places, they saw that the water was flowing, it was a stream, it was from the source. So not only it's fresh water, but also it's jumping on different rocks and mountains, connecting with the fresh air and the plants that are living over there. And this particular process is also electricity, right? We have the water, the rivers create electricity. So they then created this big machine to bring it to Japanese people, to different hospitals and clinics, to bring health to Japanese nation. And they created this big machine of the size of this wall with different plates, and they created plates of manufacture the plates of titanium and covered with platinum, which are two most expensive and most hardest metals in the world. They make spaceships and underwater ships from these metals. And when the water touches these metals, the plates, and it's connected to electricity, through the process of electrolysis comes active hydrogen. And the water, after coming through the chamber of the plates, it comes out from one pipe in acidic water, and from the other pipe different kinds of healing healthy waters. So we have in here is our machine. The water comes in through a small filter inside, then goes inside into the chamber where we have 7 titanium and platinum plates, and when it touches the plates connected to electricity, it comes out from one pipe alkaline water, highly antioxidant, active hydrogen, microclustered water, and from the small pipe over here we have acidic water, which also has its purpose. It's not really a bad water, it's very useful. But before we go there, I would like to also mention all the numerous certificates and awards that we have been receiving for many years. And as you can see, there are many of them. However, I would like to focus only on the few. For example, this one, the first one, which is an endorsement from Japanese doctors of preventive medicine for adult diseases. We have more than 6,500 doctors signing and endorsing Kangen water as being the preventive medicine tool to help people. We are not talking about 65 doctors. We're talking about 6,500 doctors saying, yes, you should drink it because it helps. Then,
one of them?
this is the one. This is the one, endorsement. It is in Japanese though.
Yeah, I see in Japanese.
However, we have more. For example, have a look at this one.
We can post this certificate on the link below, so you guys examine it and see. This is very important to know that whatever we're sharing with you is really certified and be endorsed with many doctors and many health practitioners.
Japan Ministry of Health and Labor. Japan Ministry of Health. You know, Japanese health industry is one of very few in the world that is actually uncorrupted. So whatever is suggested or advised by the doctors of Japan Ministry of Health, it is actually well tested, and it is always for the benefit of the patient, not for the benefit of the pharmacological industry, as it is in, unfortunately, many other countries of Western culture. So here we have a Ministry of Japan, the Japan Ministry of Health. Another certificate is this one, ISO 13485. This certificate states that every single part of our Kangen water machine is medical grade, which means that it can be used as a medical device. And this particular machine, Levelock SD501 and any other of Enagic, this is the only machine in the world from different companies, different brands, that is a medical device, which means that we can use it in hospitals and clinics. And actually in Japan, they use it extensively for many purposes, not only to treat patients with drinking water, but also to clean the floors around the place, to even clean surgical tools. And I'll tell you all about it a little bit later. Also here in the Middle East, it's very important that we are endorsed by the Ministry of Dubai, so everything is legal and everything is certified and tested. We wouldn't be able to sell anything in Dubai if it wasn't tested. So we have all the certificates that are necessary. You are welcome to visit our office near Mall of the Emirates, where we have all these certificates displayed. Also, you can go to the website and check them out. Next is the doctor that I would like to share I would like to tell you more about him. This Japanese doctor, he is one of those 6,500 doctors that is endorsing Kangen water as a preventive tool. So I would like to show you a few of his books. Just give me a second, we'll be right back. Here you go. The rejuvenation enzyme and the enzyme factor. Dr. Hiromi Shinya, he is a very well-known doctor all over the world. Most importantly, he is the co-creator, co-inventor of endoscopy and an inventor of colonoscopy. He works half a year in the United States in New York and another half a year in Tokyo in Japan. And he is the one that created the colonoscope to check what is going on in the intestine of people. There has been a very sad story of his own personal life where when his wife died because of that, and thankfully he saved his baby boy. And thanks to that misfortunate event, we now have this tool of the colonoscope that can really tell what is going on inside of human body. And just have a look at different examples of different patients. So this guy is just a normal human being coming to coming to have a checkup because he is experiencing some discomfort, maybe some bloating, and then when we see it in the camera, we see that there is a lot of inflammation. So Dr. Hiromi Shinya, he mentions Kangen water many times in his book. Even in the enzyme factor, there is a whole chapter on Kangen water because he uses it in his special method of healing people. So he will put the patient on 3-month special Hiromi Shinya diet, which is strict vegan diet for 3 months, drinking Kangen water 9.5, pH 9.5, minimum of 3 liters per day, and intermittent fasting.
Something what I like.
Yes. And also one more special tool, which I'm going to mention in a second, because for him, that is it. Only 3 months drinking Kangen water 9.5 and being on vegan diet and intermittent fasting. We can see the intestine inside. It's before and after. It's inflammation. George? Yes. The inflammation before and after, only after 3 months, it is almost completely gone. Here we have another patient. This is a 45-year-old female with breast cancer and chronic constipation. This is how her intestine looked before the treatment. And only after 3 months, please have a look. So we have strict vegan diet. We have Kangen water 9.5 in the amount of 3 liters per day and intermittent fasting. And when we have patients that are very sick or after chemotherapy or going through chemotherapy, Dr. Hiromi Shinya advises to take 1 glass of strong alkaline water, which is strong Kangen water coming from the last button and from this pipe, which is 11.5 pH, but only 1 glass, because of course too much alkaline is not good. However, if somebody is already under cancer and doing chemotherapy, it means that they are very acidic and they need something super powerful. So please have a look. 3 months later, the life is coming back. It's almost cleared out. However, this one is the biggest shock. This is completely burned. It is a person, it's a patient after chemotherapy. 1 chemotherapy shot over here. It's completely black because chemotherapy kills not only the bad things but also the good things in our body. And see, after 3 months, strong alkaline water 1 glass per day, Kangen water 9.5, 3 liters per day, vegan diet and intermittent fasting. 3 months later, you can see that blood is flowing, the life is coming back. Give them 1 more time of 3 months and most probably this person will be completely healed. So this is how powerful Kangen water is in helping to heal the body, because the body has the power to heal itself. We just need to give it a special healthy environment to do that. And why is it that it is so important, the water? You know, our body is 75, even 80% water. So if we put into our body the water that is very healthy and strong and super water, then we can actually start living in a completely different way. Please have a look at these 3 properties of Kangen water. There are many benefits, but I would like to focus on the 3. We have 1, antioxidation, 2, alkalinization, and 3, microclustering. I would like to start with antioxidation. So before we go to antioxidation, we should talk about what is oxidation. And you can go back to our video from 3 weeks ago when we talked about antioxidation. So just very quickly, when you cut an apple and you put it on the table, you leave it for some time, instead of being beautiful, cut and fresh, it starts getting a little bit brownish. This process is called oxidation or rusting, and it is due free radicals. And free radicals are present in the environment, they are present in our body as well. And when there is an environment of exposure to the UV from the sun, from radiation around us, from pollution from the air, also from the stress and negative thinking, this is all enhancing the free radicals that are taking the electron from healthy cells, and that is unfortunately creating oxidation in our body, which is leading to aging, because oxidation is nothing else but aging. That's why we need to have antioxidants to fight against aging. And if you see that living tissue and oxidation equals to sickness, you will also see that Kangen water, through its breakthrough technology, can enhance antioxidation and youth in our body because of the extra electron of active hydrogen. So please have a look at these 2 photos. What can you see? You see 2 different types of tomato, right? We have one that is very fresh and lovely, and it's saying, "Hi, eat me, I am very tasty and I want you to eat me and be healthy." And the other one is not so tasty, right? It's a little bit rusted. I would say it's rotten already, so we should not eat it. But the thing about tomatoes is that they are very honest. They are very honest, and they will always tell us, "I am good" or "I'm not so good." But how about water? Does water speak to you? Does water tell you if it is fresh or not, if it is oxidized or not? For that, we have a special tool which is called the ORP meter. This is the ORP meter. It is available on Amazon or eBay. With this ORP meter, we can test different kinds of liquids and see what is the oxidation reduction potential of these waters. So before I get there, I would like to tell you a little bit more about the oxidation reduction potential. As you can see over here, it is measured in millivolts. And we maintain our health and we heal primarily by making new cells. And in order to make new cells, we require a voltage of minimum minus 50 millivolts. And it is a statement by American Anti-Cancer Institute. So if we have a diet that is rich in negative ORP, it means that we are bringing a lot of antioxidants into our body, which is rejuvenating the damaged tissues and fighting against aging. You have an ORP, oxidation reduction potential chart over here, when we have the plus side and the minus, and probably this is one of the very few times when something negative is actually very good. But the more...
This negative is the electron, so we need electron. Yes. We are missing electron, and the positive is actually already missing electron.
Exactly. So here in minus, when we have negative ORP, these are the things that are filled with antioxidants, and the ones that are positive with plus ORP, we have plus 100, plus 200, plus 300. Around this, we will find our different normal bottled waters, the ones that are available in the market. At the 400, we usually have our sodas and sugary drinks and tap water. And on the negative side, around -100, we have green tea, fresh vegetables and fruits, vitamin C. We have cod liver oil, which is a supplement that I don't think anybody can drink in a big amount. And then we have our Kangen water at -400. So let me now invite you to check what is really happening with our waters over here. Have a look.
While you are preparing, I can share quickly. In the last episode, if you want to watch, the link will be available in the description. We talked extensively about antioxidant, alkalining, and the microcluster crystallining. And in the antioxidant, for the people who knows another food like cacao, it has a different measurement. This one measuring liquid, that's why called ORP. The other one is called ORAC. And yes, cacao has very high antioxidant, but not in liquid. And in liquid is completely different absorption in the body, and has a different empowering of the antioxidants. So this is, if you want to watch the videos, we have 3 beautiful videos of the antioxidant, alkalining, and microclustering crystallining. It's available in the description.
Yes. So now I am going to take some water from the machine, and the machine over here, as you can see, it works very fast and it is also smart. So it tells you when is the right time for what. Now it is cleaning, and during that time I will just present you some waters that we have over here. We have Elaine water, which is a local water, just available in any store. I'm gonna put it over here. We have something more expensive and fancy, which is Fiji. Fiji water, a little more expensive, and we think that it's much better, right? Evian, French water, also quite famous, and people like to have it because it is supposed to be better. And then we have Volvic, which is also another very good, supposedly, water to drink. All of these are still waters. Then we have Perrier in such a funny can, which is just another French water, but it's sparkling. So it is still...
Carbonated. Yeah?
Yes.
A lot of people like carbonated.
It
I
is
will test it
still...
and see how good it is.
It is still a mineral water. It's just sparkling, carbonated. And we have Sprite in another funny can. And I am using Sprite as a representative of all different sodas, but we're using this because it's transparent. And now, let me collect freshly from the machine Kangen water so we can test it.
This is 9.5
Correct.
pH. Alright. And you can see the machine blinking. I'm going to come closer also. See the machine blinking at 9.5 pH.
So let's actually check what is happening with our waters. So here we put our freshly taken from the Kangen water machine. So when you look at all these glasses, and forgive us different sizes, but when you look at them, can you see any difference? Do you see which of these waters is old, which one is fresh, which one is oxidized, which one is actually antioxidant? We cannot tell, right? Because our water over here is not honest. That's why we have ORP meter that will exactly tell us what is going on. So here we're gonna start with Elaine. Can you see what is happening on the ORP meter?
300.
300. This is Elaine, which is also a representative of all the waters that are available in the market.
That means it's already missing 300 minus. That means the moment you drink it, you're going to absorb your positive electron, and you become.
Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening with our Fiji water. It is at a similar level, 320, which means that it is oxidized. It is already
even though
old.
This is natural water supposed to be.
Let's check. Let's check Evian. Evian over here, again, at the same rank, 330. Evian. Have a look at Volvic. Very similar. Similar, even a little bit higher, 340. Now, let's check our Perrier. It jumped a little higher. We already have 430, which is a very high oxidation. So just one can of this, have a look, you are already at 400. Remember the scale. Now let's check our Sprite.
500.
It is almost 500, so it's still sparkling, very similar to our Perrier, which is just a sparkling water, but here it is even worse because we have a lot of sugar added, 16 spoons. And please have a look what's going to happen with our Kangen water over here. Minus. It immediately jumped to minus.
240. 250.
Usually our Kangen water can reach even to minus 600, minus 700. So as you can see, all these waters, they are highly oxidized. Unfortunately, we think that we drink good water, we even are willing to pay more to get water that is more expensive off the shelf because we are thinking that we are just giving something better to our bodies, but the truth is that they are all the same in oxidation, unfortunately. Let's just bring some justice. So we are not saying that any of these waters are bad. For example, Evian or Fiji or Volvic. When you go to the source and you drink this water directly from the source, this water is also a healing water with active hydrogen and with minerals, so it is fresh and it is very healthy. However, if you take any water from the source, put it in a plastic bottle, put it in any bottle and take it out, and only after 3 days this water is dead. Please remember that. We need to have a fresh source of water, and now with Kangen water machine you actually can have a fountain of youth in your own kitchen. So that is it about antioxidation. If you want to know more, please go to our video, which we are going to post in the comment as well. The next property of our water is alkalinization. So if you can see over here our chart, can they see it? Our chart of alkalinization.
Water 9.5.
So in the middle we have neutral, which is 7. And 7 should be the pH of our blood inside, of the healthy body. That is pH of the healthy body, pH 7. And whatever is on the left side is healthy. We have colors of blue and violet and purple. This is all alkaline and is very healthy. And whatever is on the right side is coming from the colors of lighter green and yellow and orange. Very, very acidic, which equals to sickness. So this scale is from 1 to 14, where neutral is 7. I have over here a pH tester. This pH tester is just another very simple tool to check what is the alkalinization or the acidity of our waters. You can get the pH tester from any pet shop or from people that come to clean a swimming pool, and in some pharmacies it's available as well. So we're gonna test our waters over here. Let's just give a few drops to our L.A. water. Then another few drops to our Fiji water, another few drops to our Evian and Volvic, Perrier, Sprite, and we will keep it for here for a moment. So, coming to L.A., what color is it? What color do you think it is? I would say that this is a light green. Would you say it's a light green color? It's slightly acidic, going to neutral. I would say that it's a little bit acidic, light green color. So we have Elaine, which is not only oxidized but also slightly acidic. Here we have our Fiji and Evian, which I believe are in a very similar color, correct?
Almost, yeah.
Almost the same color, and also Volvic.
Volvic is a bit darker.
A bit darker. So here we have Evian and Fiji. I would say that they are slightly blue, which is a little bit alkaline, maybe 7.3 or 7.5, because this water, Fiji as well as Evian, they are very mineral waters. They have minerals inside, and these minerals make them a little bit more alkaline. However, please remember that they already traveled a long way in plastic bottles, and they are already oxidized, as well as Volvic, which is, I believe, in neutral. It's more green than the Evian and Fiji. This one is very interesting. Remember, this is just water. It's only mineral water per year. Very famous water, sparkling, carbonated, full acid. Look at that. Yellow, completely yellow, acidic water. And another one which is even worse. This is Sprite. You can immediately see that the color is more orange, which is right at the end of our acidity and alkaline chart, which means that this is a complete sickness acid. This one is of the same acidity level as the car battery liquid. We use it to unrust rusting on on metals in the car. So guys, this is very dangerous. If you like Sprite, I hope after this experiment you're not gonna like it so much. And now I am going to check our Kangen water. Same pH tester, and please have a look at this. Wow. Did you see what just happened? I added the same amount of pH tester, the same pH tester to our Kangen water, and of course that's why also our Kangen water bottle is of this purple color, because this is royal purple. This purple, it goes immediately by the end of the chart, which is highly alkaline, very healthy. So you might ask, why do I need this alkalinity? Why is acidity bad? And how much do I have to drink? What's gonna happen to me if I'm drinking this and I'm not drinking that? What can I do? So I'll tell you very quickly. If you have been drinking for all this time, for example, if you live in Dubai like we do, and you've been drinking Elaine water or Masafi or May Dubai, this is the representative of the same water. This is what's gonna happen if you're gonna have one sip of our Kangen water. Imagine that this is your body. I'm just gonna wait for the operator. The pH is crucial. It's crucial. It can be adjusted through our diet, through positive thinking, through exercise, through breathing techniques. We can control what we put in our body and in our mind, and the more alkalinization we put into our body, the more healthy we are. So if you have been drinking Elaine water or any other local waters, and you want to just have one sip of this Kangen water, please have a look what's gonna happen to your body. Just one sip of Kangen water, it changes your body into alkaline state. Have a look at Fiji. Same effect. It takes a bit longer, yeah. We have Evian, still more blue. We have our Volvic. Wow. Okay, now please pay attention to this one and have a closer look. It's changing, blue, 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 blue. Oh, not really, not really.
Stubborn, acidic.
But it was trying to change, right? Because it is still water. However, have a look at this one. This is our Sprite, the soda drink. Is it even trying?
Nothing.
Nothing is happening. Wow. This is how acidic, how strong in acidity is the soda drink of Sprite and similar ones, and also Perrier. We are using Sprite because it is transparent, but it stands for the whole family of soda drinks, the Coca-Colas and Mountain Dews and Fantas and all of them. So guys, in order to neutralize 1 glass of Perrier or 1 glass of Sprite, which is a soda drink, in order to bring it to neutral state, I'm not talking to bring it into alkalinity, I'm talking about bringing it from acidity to neutral state. To neutralize 1 glass of this, you need 32 glasses of Kangen water. 1 glass of Sprite, 32 glasses of Kangen water, just to bring it to neutral state of alkalinization, acidity, pH neutral. Alright, but you may think, but I will go crazy if I think about it all the time. What is going to happen to me if I drink Kangen water on a daily basis? Let's say I already changed and I'm drinking Kangen water, but once in a while I just want to have a sip of Perrier or just a sip of Sprite. So let's see what's going to happen to your body if you have that little sip. So let's try our Perrier. Please have a closer look. What's going to happen to your body if you have 1 sip? And 1 sip here.
It's gone.
All right, so that was original Perrier. This one is original Sprite. This one is Sprite that has been diluted with Kangen water. So it's already half-half. Have a look at your alkaline body. Wow.
Gone.
And this one, same.
Gone.
This is how powerful acidity is. But guys, don't be afraid. It is just a matter of 1 day, 2 days of drinking Kangen water and you will be back in alkaline state. So definitely, if you want to go out for a party, if you want to drink a little bit of your sodas, if you want to be not so strict for 1 or 2 days, you are not going to die immediately, but go back to Kangen water and drink for the next full day in double the amount than you usually do. So this is our pH testing and alkalinization. But on the other hand, you might ask yourself, okay, but what's wrong with acidity? I will tell you what is wrong, and it's not only me who is telling you. It is our favorite and very famous Dr. Otto Warburg. This doctor is a German researcher, German doctor who is not with us anymore. However, in 1923, he discovered what is the real cause of cancer. And mind this, in 1931, he received a Nobel Prize for discovery. And we have known this for such a long time. And now we're talking about it, that acidity equals to cancer, while alkalinity equals to health. The discovery and the Nobel Prize is for his work of the metabolism of tumors, where he demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by 2 basic conditions. One is acidosis. All of this, all the acidity, this is acidosis. And hypoxia. Hypoxia is lack of oxygen. And because we have our Kangen water with active hydrogen, that also carries more oxygen into all our cells. It actually brings oxygen and hydration to our brain in only 29 seconds from drinking. So if we have a Nobel Prize winner who says that cancerous tissues are acidic and healthy tissues are alkaline, wouldn't you agree that it is highly important, it is crucial to bring our body into alkaline state? Don't you think that this is the answer for health? All right. So we were talking about it in our previous video as well, alkalinization, how to fight the acidity. If you can, come to us, come to the villa or come visit us at our office near Mall of the Emirates and collect the water. Try the water for free, and you will see how it works super fast in your body, how you will feel much better immediately. And fighting acidity in our body will create a faster movement of the bowels, will ease digestion, will heal inflammation, from which many people suffer on a daily basis. And doctors don't really talk about it because there's no possible test to see, oh, you have inflammation in your body or in your tissues. And usually it is due to overdose of acidity by, unfortunately, quite unhealthy diet. So through healthier diet and a boost of super water, you can raise your alkalinity in the body. The next property of the water is microclustering. Microclustering is very, very important. It's actually one of our favorite because it's not only very scientific and quite technical, which me and Yogi George here, we are enthusiastic about.
Crystallining life force.
Exactly. It is very spiritual. It's about sacred geometry, because when we drink water, when we eat food that is in molecular structure of sacred geometry, hexagonal shape, then we are bringing this DNA into our DNA. The message in the water is coming to the DNA of our body. And this is how we can restructure our bodies, our cells, our tissues, our organs, and bring health to that. So microclustering is because of that extra electron, because of the active hydrogen. The water, when it goes through the machine, it goes through the pre-filtration, then filtration, then electrolysis and ionization. From a bulky molecule of water, it comes out in a beautiful hexagonal structure. So when we drink these normal water, for example, when we drink a normal water, we drink tuck, 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 and then it stays in our belly. And we feel so bloated and we feel uncomfortable. I remember that feeling very well. I used to drink 2 liters of this water every single morning. I couldn't move. And then when I drink Kangen water, I don't have this uncomfortable feeling ever again. It's because of microclustering. This water is built of molecules that consist of 24 to 26 molecules in a cluster. They attract each other and they come in a bulk. However, when the water goes through ionization and electrolysis process, it comes out microclustered in a hexagonal shape, which supports hydration. As I said, it goes immediately to your brain within 29 seconds. It goes radically and immediately, drastically to every single cell of your body, detoxifying the cells, pushing away all the anything that is bad in any damaged cells, any toxins. And it's enhancing nutrition, also effective detoxification, increased metabolic efficiency, and improves cellular communication. And I have one example to show you on this particular property. We are going to talk about tea.
Take 1 second of break to change the battery.
Okay.
1 second, guys. Back online, change the battery. And now we are excited to see the microcluster, the crystallining, the sacred geometry of the beautiful hexagonal water shape.
So if you'd like to know about that particular property of the water, just go back to our video from last week and you will know more about it.
The link is available
So,
in the description.
oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. There is a big stain of the pH here, and I didn't know how this happened. You know, I was just trying, and it's not going. It's not going with normal water. I'm trying, and it's not going. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Very easy. You use the Kangen water, I know.
We'll see. Maybe I'll do something about that.
Okay.
All right. So let me take some Kangen water again. And I will also offer you some tea. So how do you usually make your tea? How do you make your tea, George?
I boil water.
You boil the water, right?
Yes, because if I put it in normal water, nothing happens.
Exactly. So this is what everybody does. We boil the water because otherwise you cannot make the tea. I will challenge you. So let's see. I'm gonna try to make green tea. This is just normal green tea. I'm gonna try to make this green tea with normal water, which is not boiled. And voila. We can use Alain water, which is just normal. It's not boiling. Have a look if anything's gonna happen. Not really, right? So even if it stays here, maybe after some time there will be some coloration. And how about our Kangen water, which I just took a second ago from the machine? Wow.
Wow. Wait, let me come closer.
Is this green tea or is this magic?
He's getting the tea. Full on.
You may ask, but how is it possible? You didn't boil the water. Yes, I didn't boil the water because I don't need to boil this water to make tea. This water is already microclustered. When we boil normal water, it breaks down a huge molecule of normal bottled water into smaller molecules. They are not in sacred geometry, hexagonal shapes, but it is smaller. However, our water is already microclustered. You can drink it directly from your own tap, from your own fountain of youth in the kitchen, and you can make tea if you want to. But this tea is just a representation of our body. So imagine that this tea bag over here is your body. And when these tiny leaves of tea, these are your cells. And when the water comes inside your body and through the cells, it pushes away everything that is bad and stays inside everything that is good. The detox is happening, full hydration, delivering to every single organ, every single cell, and the cellular communication is enhanced. Here, nothing like this is going to happen because of the bulky structure of the water.
So the body is not able to absorb the water and say we get this bloating and this water retention because of the water is not going through, because it's bulk, huge cluster.
This is exactly what is happening. That's why we always feel so bloated when we drink too much water. And it is always the case with fitness people, for example, when we go to the gym and then we have to drink so much water because we sweat it, right? So imagine that you have your Kangen water and you can drink and you will never have this uncomfortable feeling again. I promise you that, and I can testify from myself.
On my meditation every morning I have the Kangen water, smooth, no blocking.
So this is it about our properties of the water. Another thing that is very important is that crucial, harmful matter of harmful toxic chemicals. And we see this picture on a daily basis, especially here in Dubai, guys. It's just like an epidemic of plastic. This image is taken on Sheikh Zayed Road, and we see it on a daily basis anywhere we are, because in Dubai you cannot drink tap water because it's not really advised for people to drink the tap water. That's why everybody is drinking bottled water. So in the evening you call your doorman and you say, hello, could you bring me this healthy toxic plastic bottle of water so I can share it with my family? And he immediately brings it to your doorstep. But where did he collect it from? Oh, he collected it from the street when the truck dropped it and left it under the sun for I don't know how many hours. And we don't really know where it was before, right? It probably had been sitting in the storage in the warehouse, exposed to the sun or the light or the heat. We don't know if there was AC or not. And how much time and what is the length that it traveled from the source, and what is really the source. So all these question marks. For example, Evian or Fiji or Volvic, these are waters that are coming from abroad. So we need to import them. They need to travel a long way, and then they sit here in stores, and this water was probably bottled a year ago or even more. And then you would think, okay, so I'll drink just the local water, but you saw the test. The local water is not much better. So the only solution is to actually have purified water ionized from Kangen water machine in your own kitchen. And this is now possible because we have our office of Enagic opened only recently, last year by the end of the year of 2017. The Enagic Japanese company opened the office. It's on Sheikh Zayed Road. We have stock of many machines, and definitely there is a need for us in Dubai to have a pre-filter, which we suggest for everybody to have minimum of 4 or 5 stages to pre-filter, to purify the water from the sand and different impurities. And only then purified water goes into our Kangen water machine for the magic to happen, to create antioxidant, alkaline, and microclustered water. And we do not put it in plastic. Our bottles are made of special good quality material, which is BPA free. BPA is very harmful, and if you know what BPA is, you would never drink anything from plastic. So please have a look at that. BPA, bisphenol A. It is a substance, a chemical that is present in every plastic bottle to have transparency and also to keep the shape of the bottle. But we don't need this. We don't need this. We can use glass or we can use BPA-free bottles. Please just have a look at all these unfortunate effects, and it's all taken from a breast cancer fund. These are the disadvantages and the harmful results from drinking water or any other liquid or taking any food from plastic containers. We're talking about birth defects, increased risk of different cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, infertility, metabolic disorder, type 2 diabetes, and childhood obesity. So not only this Sprite or Pepsi is coming in a plastic bottle and it on its own is very harmful, but also taking it with BPA infused in it, because BPA, when it is exposed, when a plastic bottle is exposed to the sun or to the heat, the BPA is leaking inside of the water, and we're drinking this water thinking, I'm just hydrating my body. No, darling, you are drinking BPA. So I was really upset when I heard about it for the first time, and now I'm very happy just drinking from my BPA-free Kangen water bottle, and I also have a lot of glass containers. This is the only thing I use. BPA free, exactly. You can find them in a supermarket. Just look for the sign BPA free. All right, now we are going to our machine and different types of water. Perhaps
maybe zoom in.
I believe we can have we will create another video about different types of water later, but today I'm just gonna tell you very fast about it. So we have first button, which is the blue one. It gives us Kangen water, drinking water, the alkaline water. It is a very simple tick. We have a connection to the tap, and with a simple opening the tap water shower and then going to the machine, and see how immediately goes through the 7 titanium platinum plates. We can choose different kinds of water. 8.5, 9.5, and 9.5 pH.
And the machine also will tell for the people and will announce.
Okay, let's hear.
Kangen water 9.0. Kangen water 9.5.
Kangen water 9.5. And
Japanese accent.
I will actually have a drink. So you can just put your glass under it and drink directly from the machine. Then we also have clean water, which is pH 7, beauty water pH 6, and strong acidic, strong alkaline water. Drinking water is only the blue one and only from this tap. Then when we have clean water that's pH 7, you think, why would I need to drink this so if I have this machine with alkaline water? But there are 3 occasions when we need to drink clean water of 7 pH, which is neutral. When we eat, during the time when we eat, we should not drink anything not to disturb our stomach acids for digestion. However, if you need to drink and you want to drink water, choose the water that is neutral. It's not alkaline. It's very important, guys. Don't drink alkaline water when you eat, because at that time we are messing up the stomach acids, and we don't want to do that.
Digestion system.
Yes. So clean water is that for that purpose, number 1. Second purpose, when we take any strong medication, any prescribed medication, you take the pill, you drink a sip of pH 7 water, and then later after 20 minutes you can go back to your alkaline water. And another thing is when we have a small baby and we prepare a baby formula. So for mothers and also young fathers, whenever you prepare a baby formula and you use this baby milk formula powder to shake it and to make a milk for your baby, you could actually see how in front of your eyes the powder is dissolving, because again of the property of microclustering, it goes immediately to the powder, dissolving it. So you just need to shake it a little bit and it's completely dissolved. No need to shake. The same with the protein shake for gym people. Another type is beauty water. This is a very important water. From this tap is coming beauty water. When we wake up in the morning, we want to wake up not only ourselves but also the machine. We put the beauty water, collect the beauty water, take it to our bathroom and to wash our hair with it, our face, clean our body, because pH 6 is the same pH as our skin, and that's why beauty water is to enhance our beauty. Another thing is that if you have a beautiful, nice a glass flacon, a little glass bottle container, you can collect your beauty water, add perhaps a little bit of essential oil, and have your own beauty toner, which normally we ladies have to buy from Sephora or any other place for a minimum of 100 dirham. So this is another thing that you can save on, having your own just the water pH 6 beauty toner.
And also mention how the beauty water can be used for the plant and how they revive the plant. We've tried it many times.
Beauty water is not only for the beauty of us, because we have skin and the pores, but also plants, they have skin and pores. We are like plants. So our plants also love pH 6 beauty water. And I have done this experiment on my own plants. I will also share with you that video later on, how all my plants started blooming at the same time the moment I started watering them with beauty water. And also here at the villa we did the same experiment. All right.
And the last one is
And the last one is also one of my very, very favorite. And I am going to talk about it a little more. So here is the question. How do you usually wash your fruits and vegetables? How do you wash your fruits and vegetables? I'm not going to ask Mr. George because he already
complicated techniques.
he already is using the Kangen water. But I'm going to ask you guys.
Normally,
We usually use
water.
just water, tap water, correct?
Some people they use some clean soap or some essential oil and some sophisticated, expensive liquid.
Yes, chemical. All right, so I'm gonna have to prepare something nice for you over here. And this is a little experiment on the tomatoes. So these are unopened organic tomatoes. I specially chose organic to show you what is really happening with any kind of food.
Because organic still has chemical, actually it has.
So
They allow up to 20% of chemical.
let's see these tomatoes. I'm gonna wash them with Fiji. We're gonna have a little more fancy washing over here. So let them sit in the water, soak for a moment, and then I am going to collect strong alkaline water from the machine directly. So I'm going to press the last button. The machine is talking to me. And immediately it is throwing the water. So from this pipe we have our strong alkaline water. All right.
And the machine has to decrease so it can produce the strongest water, alkaline water.
Because the slower it gets, the more the water is touching the titanium platinum plates. So this is strong alkaline water, and I'm just gonna leave them to sit for a moment. We're gonna see if there's any difference in a second. So another question I have for you guys, from your general knowledge, does oil and water mix? Do they mix? Usually they shouldn't, right? So let's have this experiment of this is just a pure sesame oil. I'm gonna have a little bit over here. So let's use the same Fiji water and try to mix oil and water. Is it mixing? What happened? The oil is floating, right?
Yes.
The oil is floating because the oil is actually lighter than water, so it is floating. I would like to see what's going to happen with our strong alkaline water and the oil. So have a look.
Wow.
It is not only mixing but also dissolving the oil.
Not much. We need to use one more strong acidic.
This is
Also, it should be possible that
the enhancer.
is almost empty. Yeah. No, it's there, but decrease the flow.
Anyhow. So usually what is going on with our vegetables and fruits
Decrease to maximum.
Iowa.
Now it's working.
All right, did you get that?
So what happened, guys, that when the flow was very fast, the kangaroo water did not produce very strong acidic and strong alkaline. So of course the machine will tell you that please decrease the flow so it can work with the platinum and the titanium on the water and to produce this powerful water that dissolves oil, as you can see it. And you can see the difference when the flow was not really smooth, it didn't dissolve the oil because that's normal. But when the flow was decreased, that means the machine had more time to really make the water strong acidic. Now it dissolved the oil. I think the same with the tomato. You need to add more strong acidic, more strong alkaline.
I'm gonna do the same test one more time.
Strong acidic water.
Yes, keep it. It's faster. Wow.
We're gonna check. See any difference?
Yes.
All right. So these are our strong Kangen water, and this is normal water. But why are we talking about oil? I would like you to have a look at this particular photo
Yes.
over here. What can you see? Here we have a gentleman that is watering his plants, right? Is he really watering? I don't usually put a mask and gloves to water my garden, you know what I mean? Like, he is probably spraying
Poison.
pesticides, chemicals, herbicides, suicides. If it is not safe to breathe, how can it be safe to eat? And we always ask ourselves this question, why is it like that? And how can I, we go to the tap water and we try to wash our vegetables, but the truth is that we cannot really wash them because we are not able to take out all the pesticides and all the chemicals only with tap water. So I want you to have a look at this oil and combine 1 + 1 because all the pesticides are oil-based. The farmers of today's world, they know very well that oil and water do not mix, right? So they use oil-based pesticides, chemicals, and herbicides and insecticides because whenever it rains or when they need to water their plants, nothing will be washed off, so they don't need to put the pesticides again. And because they are oil-based, they do not come out. So if they cannot come out with watering or raining, how they can come out with just purely washing them with normal water? Let's have a look at that. So this is just normal tap water. I am going to remove it and we will see if there is any difference. The water looks clean and pure. There are some particles of dust and that's it. But how about the tomatoes that have been soaking, and I'm going to even take the ones that were soaking in a shorter time, in strong alkaline water? Can you see any difference?
It's yellow.
It is yellow. Wow. And these are organic tomatoes, guys. These are organic tomatoes. We think that these organic tomatoes shouldn't have any pesticides. However, they do. They do. All of this, what you can see here, is chemicals, pesticides. So they are allowed, the farmers are allowed 20% of pesticides and chemicals to use on our tomatoes. I'm gonna taste one.
Me too.
The skin is softer.
Much better.
Very tasty. I don't even want to taste the other one, however, I'll do it for you.
I don't.
There's a big difference. There's a big difference. So this one is definitely harder to bite. The skin is harder. Excuse me. The skin is harder and the taste is more sour. The other one was really sweet. I'm gonna have another one to just kill this taste of sour. This one tastes, it reminds me of the times when I was a small girl in a garden of my grandparents. Because this is what actually kangen means. Kangen in Japanese language means back to origin. So with our water, kangen water, we want to bring you back to the origin. Not only bring back the origin of our food and produce, but also back to origin of our original state in the body, our organs and our tissues. So with this experiment, guys, I believe that it is really, really easy to notice. But why do we need strong alkaline water? Not only for that. So remember, Dr. Hiromi Shinya, he uses 1 glass of strong alkaline water for very sick patients with cancer or after chemotherapy, only 1 glass a day. Remember this little stain over here? Can we zoom into the stain? I would like you to see what's gonna happen if I'm gonna put some strong alkaline water.
Wow.
it dissolved the stain completely, right? Let's see if I can remove it now. Almost there. I'm gonna take some more strong alkaline water.
Strong acidic water.
This is strong alkaline water. It's dissolving in front of your eyes, right? Almost completely gone. I'm gonna repeat this one more time, and hopefully I'm gonna save your table. I'm so sorry.
Let's go. Let's keep dissolving every time you add.
So not only we can clean a white table, but also a white shirt or a white dress. I had an incident, a little accident like that, when I went to a sushi restaurant and I spilled some soy sauce on my beautiful new white dress. I was devastated. And then I came back home and I had this chemical, which is a bleach. And I was thinking, but my dress is so precious and the fabric is so beautiful. I don't want to spoil it with chemicals. And then suddenly I had like the aha moment. I'm gonna use my Kangen strong alkaline water. So I put the strong alkaline water on the stain, and I went back to grab my phone to take a video. The moment I came back, the stain was not there. It was gone, and it was just a matter of couple of seconds, maybe 30 seconds. So the same thing is happening here. It's still dissolving. We can use strong Kangen water 11.5 to dissolve stain, because stain, especially those which are oil-based in the kitchen or around the frying area, this is the purpose of strong alkaline water. So not only we're going to clean our vegetables, but also we're going to use it to clean the place around. And after we clean it with strong alkaline water, we're going to use strong acidic water, which comes from the same button, but from a different hose, from a small hose over here. So at the same time, when we produce strong alkaline water, we also produce strong acidic water. And strong acidic water has this beautiful property that it kills all bacteria. 99.9% bacteria, viruses, and microbes are gone. So it is over here. Please have a look. Strong acidic water, pH 2.5. If you take any of the cleaning tools, any of the cleaning liquids like Jif, Mr. Muscle, Dettol, and you look behind on the other side of the bottle, you will actually see it says water 2.5 water 2.8, pH 2.8, and chemicals, different chemicals and different horrible stuff, which we put on the floor. And then we walk barefoot, or we have babies that are crawling on the floor, and sometimes you know what's gonna happen. But let's not go to the negative side, because now we have a solution. So our water over here is not 2.8, it's 2.5, which means that it kills 100% of all the bacteria. And as I mentioned at the beginning, it is used in most hospitals and clinics in Japan. So they use this water to clean the areas around the bed of patients, the floors, the beds itself, all the equipment, but also they soak the surgical equipment in the strong acidic water. Can you believe that? For the sterilization, they just use the water. No more chemicals. How wonderful is this? And the same we can use in our house. So after we clean the floor first with strong alkaline water to remove all the oily stains, then we're going to put one more layer of strong acidic water and we kill all the bacteria. But also strong acidic water has one more property which is amazing for people who have any kind of problem, any skin diseases. Have a look at this particular example of a Japanese patient with eczema. Eczema is very hard to treat. We have a patient in a hospital with eczema, and we used on her leg 2.5 pH for 2 weeks, applying 2.5 3 times a day, daily, and drinking alkaline water 9.5 for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks the eczema is completely, totally gone, cleared up. So not only we are healing from outside, but also we are healing from the inside when we are drinking our Kangen water 9.5.
And that's why, because the bacteria cannot survive in this environment 2.5, right?
Exactly,
And
no bacteria.
And other company, they are not able to produce the 2.5, they're producing 2.7 and adding chemical.
Yes.
Where here no chemical, just
no chemicals, just pure water.
2.5, bacteria that cannot survive, done.
Correct.
Beautiful.
So this is not only important for normal people on a daily use, not only hospitals and clinics, but especially people that have kids, families, babies, because all these babies, they walk around on the floor all the time, they crawl, they pick up different things, and when we have our floor, our house, our environment clean with only water that we produce in our own kitchen, how safe and relaxed can you feel? How safe can a mommy be when she has Kangen water to heal her family and not to think about any dangers anymore? So this is probably the most beautiful thing that I could end up our discussion about Kangen water. And now you can see that the stain is completely gone, completely dissolved. Nothing is here.
Beautiful. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful presentation and demonstration and tasting, and even the tomato tasting is very nice.
I'm gonna finish them.
Yeah, we're going to finish it together now. And we invite you guys for maybe in 2 weeks for a live demo in the villa. You can come and join us evening, so after the work, and you taste all these, see it yourself, and explain more and more.
You can bring your own water.
Yes, and bring your bottles with you, and we'll fill it up with our water, because usually also what we do, we put it under the pyramid with the crystal and energize it so it can stay longer with you. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Alright guys, see you for the next time. If you have any question or you want to know more about the machine, you can connect with Anna Maria Tigres, and ask her all the questions. She might give you more details, more links, and we invite you for the next live demo in the villa to attend in person in 2 weeks. Much love to you. Thank you, Anna Maria. Cheers. Thank you.